I'm very proud of the next speaker. She's my beautiful daughter, Phoebe Adams.
I'm Phoebe. I am my own person, but I am my mum's daughter. I'm 19 years old, so you're probably looking at me like, what can this 19-year-old tell me about life? What the hell? And just a little bit about me. So I'm a fashion model, signed to an agency in Maverick. I have the most wonderful agent in the world. Her name's Adrienne. I love the gym and fitness and all things like that. I love to travel. Not to make any of you feel old, but I'm a 2003 baby. And just a little strange fact about me is that I can say the entire alphabet backwards in like 5 seconds. So, and that's because that woman over there taught me how to do it. Yes. Now, what I'm going to teach you is how I can make you be your best self, be your higher self, be your future self, in literally 3 steps. So this isn't a scam. This is actually for real. Sorry to call you out there, Robin. Okay. So all it takes is 3 things. Sorry, I'm just waiting for the slides to catch up. All it takes is 3 things to get you to where you want to be and to who you want to be. And that is your heart, your body, and your mind. Go.
There we go.
I hope you guys like all my editing. I did this presentation myself. All these things function without you realising it, which is the craziest thing because you can actually rewire all of it. So with your mind, you think, like Steve had said yesterday, you have 1,000 thoughts going into your head that you cannot control. Your brain just works. It makes your organs work. It makes you move. Your body, your lungs breathe without you needing to tell them to. You blink without needing to make your eyes water. And with your heart, it pumps blood around your body. Stupid amounts of blood, I couldn't tell you, but stupid amounts of blood around your body so that everything can function. And all you need to do is rewire it. So let's start with the heart. Just wait for the slide to catch up. The heart, it's where your passion is. It's where you feel everything. It's where everybody makes you cry and you feel it in your heart. Passion is made of 2 things. Does anyone know what those 2 things are? I know. Love and anger. Now these are 2 polar opposites, so you'll probably question why. But let's start with love. Love is where you feel everything. And it's where you can visualise your higher self, where you want to be, everything. It's where you feel when you think about where you want to be, you feel it in your heart, don't you? You feel the little burning sensation you've got. So when you think about love, you need to ask yourself, why do I love what I love to get you where you want to be? Why do I love it? Where did love stem from? How can I improve this love? So for an example, let's say we've got our girl Denise, right? Denise loves makeup. She wants to be a makeup artist. She's got a makeup brand. Get it on, Denise. So why does she love it? So you can obviously interpret this in your way as well for your business, your life. Why does she love it? Well, she loves it because she loves doing people's makeup. She sees it as an art form. She loves how it makes people feel beautiful. You know, they look in the mirror when it's done and it's like, oh my God, I look stunning. That's what she loves about it. Her favourite thing is blush. And where the love came from, her sister taught her how to do eyeliner when she was 11. So that's where it all came from. So you can always take these things down into your own life and business as to where your love stemmed from, for what you want to do, how you want to do it, where it came from, why did it start, how much you want it is a good thing. So let's move on to anger. Let's flip it. Anger is always seen as negative. Oh, don't get angry, let's just brush it off, let's do that. sometimes you actually need to feel the anger. Anger is where the fuel is. Anger is where the fire is. Anger is where the panic and the rush is. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. That is where the movement comes from. So you've got the love and you've got the, oh my God, I need to hurry up and do this. Oh my God, oh my God. Anger actually makes you see things differently. Sometimes it can make you overthink, but sometimes it can actually make you go about things differently, go about the situation differently, go think deeper into things because you're so at it that you actually visualise it differently and you see the good things and the bad things, just depending on what you pay attention to. Now, anger, it's weird when you get angry because nobody likes the feeling of being really, really angry. Nobody likes it. But you know what? You need to allow yourself to be angry because you're not where you want to be. Some of you might be, I don't know. But you're not where you want to be. You need to get angry at that. Why don't you have that car that you want? Why don't you have that house that you want? But you see some guy in a Ferrari down the road. Why has he got that? Why I haven't got that? You need to get angry at it. Angry at, you haven't got the person that you want. You haven't got the house that you want. You haven't got the job that you want. Let yourself get angry because the anger mixed with the love of where you want to be creates electricity. Not literally, but it creates electricity inside of you. So get angry at yourself today and be eccentric for who you're going to be tomorrow. So it's about finding the balance. Now you have your dream, you have your idea, oh my God, I can't wait to get there. And then you've got the anger of, I need to hurry up and get there. Like, oh my God, can't let this person beat me. I want to get it first. Why am I not there? That's where the balance is. So as you focus on this love burning sensation in your heart, you'll literally be able to spark it like that whenever you want. That moves me on to the next thing, which is body. So you've got the heart, now you've got the body. Now obviously your heart is in the body, I know that. Well, we're on about two different things now. The body is, I hate to be insulting, but the body is where the average person fails at it. Physically doing stuff, okay? And I don't mean actually getting up at 4 a.m. and just doing 50 billion things. I don't actually mean that. Because sometimes your body needs to slow down, take a break, do things. But I mean straighten up your priorities. Straighten up your priorities and, you can visualise yourself. Picture yourself in the future, right? Are you getting up at 10 a.m? Does it take you 2 hours to get ready? Then you have breakfast. Then you go to work for 6 to 8 hours. You come home, you have dinner, you watch TV, and you go to bed. Is that really what your future self is doing? You need to straighten all of that up. And the best way to do it is with swiftness, making it quicker to do things, quicker to get ready, quicker for a routine, quicker to do things, swiftness. And that's where you get, I've ticked 5 things off my to-do list, now let's do 5 more. Because the quicker you do things, the more stuff you get done. And that's where your priorities are in line. So let me use our girl Denise again, She wants to be a makeup artist. So tell you what, she wakes up 30 minutes earlier every morning to try a new makeup look. Might take her extra bit longer, but she's dedicated that much. While she has brekkie, she sends emails. Then she has a shower, eats, done by 10 a.m. That's when most of you probably wake up. She goes to work, 6 to 8 hours, gets home, creates 1 to 2 videos, creates some content, makes dinner, probably makes it for the kids as well. Creates some mood boards, finds out what the next trends are, making sure that she's actually ticking some boxes, making new friends, having new clients come in. Then she can go to bed and wake up the next day and do the exact same thing. And already, she's topped. Go girl Denise, she's already topped most of the average people. Now, most people have obstacles such as kids. Now, I cannot really... You can go to the next one. I cannot really speak on having kids, but the best advice I can give you is obviously to work around them. Beat them to the clock. Beat them to the clock. Wake up before your kids. Teach them to get in a routine of doing things themselves, make it a challenge for them. Whoever can pack their lunch the quickest gets a high five. Whoever can get dressed to get ready for school quicker can have ice cream after dinner later. And just challenge them, see if that works, and get back to me and let me know. But at least working around kids can be difficult, but it's so beneficial because it gives them more time for you, whether that is to work or whether that is to actually chill. And most of you parents can probably understand you do anything just to have 5 minutes of peace and quiet. So the more you can kind of build around them, the more you can fill them and distract them, is the more time you get to work on yourself and build on yourself. Now the reason why the average person fails isn't because of kids. I don't want to be that insulting. It's actually because of excuses. And, you know, excuses like, oh, there's not enough time in the day, like 24 hours isn't enough, and oh, but this has happened, oh, but they said this, and the bottom line is you're just lazy. You're actually just like, sorry, but you are. Can we have the next slide, please? Thank you. So, sorry, but you've got to call yourself on shit. You've got to be honest with yourself. You said a bad word yesterday. But you've got to call yourself out. You've got to be honest with yourself. And sometimes that can actually be the hardest part because it's like, oh, but this has happened. No. I've always had a rule, and I helped me do chores when my mum forced me to do chores growing up.
Life skills.
If it can be done in less than 5 minutes, do it now.
Yes.
And it works, making the bed, putting clothes away, doing the dishes. Time yourself doing the dishes and get quicker. But you've got to be honest with yourself. Instead of sitting there like, oh, I'll do it later.
Yeah.
No. Call yourself out on that. You're procrastinating now. You're pushing it till later. You need to call yourself out on it. Oh, could I do this now? You know what? Tomorrow I'm going to wake up and read 10 pages of book, then scroll through Facebook for 2.5 hours. That's an improvement. There's this quote that Tyson Fury says, nothing to do with insulting people, I'm not going that way, but your body doesn't know it's in pain and that it's tired because your brain tells it that. Your body doesn't know when to stop. Your body doesn't know that it's tired, doesn't know that things hurt. Your brain tells you that hurts. I mean, there's a difference between like getting hit by a car and just feeling bad on yourself, you know, that's a different kind of pain, but your body will always try and make up excuses to kind of stop you. But that's where, again, you've got to call yourself out. You've got to be honest with yourself, be open and honest with yourself. You know what, could I actually, instead of getting the extra 10 minutes of a lie-in, could I actually get up even earlier and achieve something that I've never done before? Could I try a new skincare routine, if any of you are into that? Could I read 10 pages of a book? Could I go out for a walk or a run if you're brave? You know, straighten up your priorities. Make sure that you are actually physically doing something. So otherwise you're just sat there, and we all know how bad it is to just sit there, feel like you're not going anywhere in life. It's really bad, isn't it? Awful. But you've got to make yourself do it. You've got to force yourself to do it, whether you like it or not. Now the last thing is your mind. And I know for a lot of people here talking about mindset, but your mind is the hardest thing to control because it controls you pretty much. You know, your brain tells your arm to move, your brain tells you to walk, your brain tells you your lungs to function and things like that. So your brain is the hardest thing to control. But I'm going to break it down for you in 2 steps. The first thing is to believe. You've got to believe in yourself. And I don't mean, you know, go on Pinterest or Facebook and go find them cringy little quotes to help you believe in yourself. I seriously mean you've got to build your ego. Now this sounds bad, but you've got to believe that you are better than everybody else in the world, let alone the room. You've got to believe that you are the best at what you can do. No one can shake your confidence. No one can do what you do better than you do it. And that is something that has really helped me quite a lot actually, and it is the harsh truth. You do have to believe you're better than everybody else. But there's this quote that I've got. Don't know if I've pinched it off with everybody else. I might just claim it as my own. Humbled arrogance builds confidence. And I don't mean you go around telling everybody that you are better than them, but being humble about it, making sure that your outer presence, you do care for everybody else. You are really good at what you do, but you're happy to help somebody else get to the same level. You want to inspire people. That's the humble side of it. And on the arrogance, that can all go on inside your head and you don't tell anyone. You know, I'm not being funny, but I walk to the gym thinking I'm on a runway, but nobody else knows that. So when I'm walking a straight line, it really does me move out of my way. But to everybody else, I'm like, oh, hi, like good morning, and stuff like that. In your head, you need to have a God complex. You need to believe that you have these amazing superpowers. No one can do what you do better than you do it. And it builds your confidence. Confidence is something that is so hard to master because, as Louise had said, you get pushed down so much and it's so confusing. When you're confident in yourself, so many people call you arrogant. Those people clearly don't matter. But when did we confuse confidence with arrogance? So that's why I've decided to combine the two. If you're arrogant in your head, but humble on the outside, you are the top tier of confidence. And no one can shake that. Ever. And it will stay with you. Once you get to that level of confidence, and you know no one can shake you, the only way is up from there. How I built my confidence, little story. Didn't plan on telling you it, but I might as well. I was bullied in school for that entire 5 years. It was like so boring. Oh my god, I was sick of being bullied. But I would always walk into school right before the bell goes so that I didn't have to like kind of walk up past everyone. But I always have headphones in so that I literally cannot physically hear anyone. But as I walk up through my school, it's a pretty big school, you've got like benches here, that's where the popular girls sit, and then you've got the football field there, that's where all the popular boys are, and then you've got like all these kind of friendship groups, and they're all just horrible people. But as I walk past them, and in my school it's a thing of walking past, like, you know, you see someone you don't like, and stuff like that, and they would physically shout stuff. Obviously I can't say those words because there's a child in the room, but shout the most horrible insults, you know, and I remember some girls running up to me, tapping me on the shoulder, showing me this photo that they have took of me, and it was in the change rooms. They had pulled my top over my head to show like my belly rolls, took a photo and sent it to everyone. Great, isn't it? So yeah, they'd always come up to me, show me these photos, oh it's Phoebe, all that stuff. I just walked in a straight line. Head down, walk in a straight, don't even picture that these people are here. They are just invisible. I'm not. The group of girls aren't there. That's just a tree. There's just nothing. You just gotta keep walking. And I've only come to terms with it like recently. That is where it stemmed from. I know that I can, as I do as a model, walk on a runway with all confidence as well. Not be too worried because I could walk past those horrible people, pretending that they literally aren't there. And I was quivering walking past these people in school, so scared, but I do it every day, and I still keep doing it, and it's helped me to do it today, walking past even just the most lovely of people. But now I know that if I could walk past all these people again, I'd still have it with the same attitude, just a little bit more confidence this time. So the next thing would be, thank you, you're already prepared, oh my god, you're on it, is focus. Tunnel vision. Now, being focused is easier said than done, isn't it, really? We all know that. Can't stay focused, save our lives. Just like Ruby's attention span, really, isn't it?
Good job, you're a god cousin and next Phoebes.
But yeah, it's easier said than done. However, with your priorities straight, and you're feeling in the heart that you've got, that you can literally spark up like that, it's so easy. I'm telling you now, it's so easy. I've managed to somehow master it at 19 years old. It's so easy, honestly. But it's like, what helps is constant reminders. I have my phone screen set up as other beautiful models to remind myself that that's where I belong. Obviously I won't be with them because they'll be old by the time I get there. But I mean, like Naomi Campbell and Kate Moss, and they'll be dead old by the time I make it there. But that's where I'm going to be. That's where I see myself. That's where you know, I probably look really strange when other people look at my phone, but it's fine. I know what I mean. It's a constant reminder of I am that level, and we all know them as supermodels. That's where I would love to be. That's where I belong, and I tell myself that every time I see that on my phone. And improving your routine is another thing as well. So for me, for example, I'd have to change up my skincare routine from day to night. They're two different things. Sometimes I swap them over, switch them up, change different things. But it keeps me reminded and on it, and you know, you've got to keep on top of your skin to be a good model and things like that. And you can interpret that in your business. Do you wake up and read every day? Would it be different to wake up and listen to a podcast? Would it be different to listen to a podcast and go on a walk? Just change it up, keeping it entertaining, keeping it fresh, keeping it new, because it keeps you focused. It keeps you like, yeah, you know what, I feel like I'm up leveling with this stuff. I'm doing everything differently, but still staying focused on the same thing. One thing that I keep in mind, which might help you guys, is keep in mind that your competitors cannot keep up with you.
Yes.
For modelling, I hate competing. Oh my god, I'd rather not do it. I just love everybody. But if I have to compete, I am going to come out on top. Sorry, but I am.
Oh yeah.
So it's the same thing in business. Take Denise, for example, our girl Denise with the makeup line. She's got to beat Rimmel. She's got to keep on top of what they're doing to know that they can't catch up with her, or Maybelline. She's got to know what's going on. She can't have these other makeup people catch up with her and what she's doing. It's always, I never say look back at people or look back at your competitors, because it can stir up jealousy and things like that. But when you know that you're better than everybody else, you can look at these people just to keep an eye on what they're doing, and making sure that you can always learn from different people, but making sure that they aren't stepping on your toes, because again, no one can do what you do like you. Remind yourself why you do it. A lot of people, especially you guys who have kids, you can look at your kids and instantly you know why you do it. I don't have that for like another 10 years. So
Goodness.
worst babysitter ever. But constant reminders, like I said on my phone. I'm always on my phone. It's always there. You can look at your kids. It's always there. Even if that means you have to print off photos to place them around your house, it's always there. We had a friend who was doing some kind of test for the ambulance, to drive the ambulance. I think Sarah, that's her.
Yeah.
We love Sarah.
She put them round the picture.
She put loads of photos of like revision for ambulance stuff. I can tell you. You probably know, Steve, because you work for the NHS. All this kind of medical stuff around the room to test herself, to remind herself, and then she'd switch it up and change it into different rooms. Constant reminders, keeping you on track, keeping you towards your higher self. And when you do all of these things, don't have to put that much effort into it. You can do one new thing and one different thing a day. You don't have to do that much effort, but everything will naturally fall into place. That's just how it works. That's how the universe works, that's how God works, that's how this floating rock that we live on, that's just how things work. And the weird thing is that the future's not made yet. The future's energy, everything's made out of atoms. So you get to actually create that energy with how much you know, the little steps that you're doing. Your mind's in it, your body's in it, your soul's in it. Everything has to fall into place. And I'm sure some of you actually have had situations where you've projected something out there. Mum does all the time with car spaces. You picture the exact car space you want and it'll be there. Some of you must have had it. You've been hoping for this phone call, for this job, or this, you know, you're waiting for this client to just or open pay, and making sure that they're going to come to you, that you're the one that they want. And you've projected it, you see it, you can imagine yourself being on call with these people and going to meetings with these people and selling them products and things like that. And it happens. You've got at least one thing that's happened for. And that's just how everything is. So with your heart, your mind, and your body aligned all in one place, and everything's kind of falling together, you just have to do whatever it takes to get you there. Jump any hurdles, cut any person off. That's all it is. A little bit of stubbornness, but it's for good reasons, for yourself. Got to cut these people off, do what it takes, get up there extra early, because if you want it bad enough, you'll definitely do it. And honestly, give yourself 6 weeks. 6 weeks to get your mind, your body, and your heart aligned. And you may or may not already be the person that you want to be in 6 weeks, but you'll definitely be a better place than where you are now. So that's it. Thank you very much. I have a lovely image at the end that I would really love to show you while I was 4. This was me on my way to Disneyland Paris. I'm really excited over my hairbrush. I've not changed really, have I, to be honest? Yeah, we were on the train to Disneyland Paris, and this image just reminds me that, like, I'd say my whole world kind of changed when I turned 8. So this was a very innocent time. I loved this time. This was when the only worry I had was to make sure my Barbie dolls were dressed every day. Like, that was about it. And always looking back at this photo makes me giggle because I'm just like, what the hell? But I always think to myself, I'm like, you know what? I ain't got no kids, but I'm going to do it for her anyway. She's got nothing else to lose.
Applause for Phoebe.